What's up, family, and welcome to Daily Devo, where we're seeking God every day about our life, purpose, and destiny. Today's Devo is going to be amazing, and let me first say thank you for all of you who have subscribed and who have decided to join me on this journey to seek God every day. Let's jump right in. Today's Devo is coming from Isaiah chapter 30, verse 18, and here's what it says. Yet the Lord longs to be gracious to you. Therefore, he will rise up to show you compassion, for the Lord is a God of justice. Blessed are all who wait for him. There's a power when we learn how to wait on the Lord. There are times where life brings us to a place where we don't always have answers and we don't always have a conclusion, or we don't always have a definition for where we are in life and what we're going through in life. And in those times, fam, it can be really, really frustrating. Like a time right now, we're in this COVID. It seems like people are dying left and right because they are dying left and right. And it can leave you in a place of anxiety and confusion and even frustration with God. And oftentimes things happen in our lives where we are always trying to find a definition for. I think it's a part of our human condition, it's a part of our humanity that when something happens in our lives, we always search for a reason, especially if you're a control freak like me. I am 1000% a control freak. I like to know what's going on while it's going on. I want to know the full story from the get-go, or I'm not a happy guy. And oftentimes it doesn't work like that in our relationship with God. And there are times where I have to make a decision, and I'm hoping that you will make this decision, that what I'm going through should not deter me from what I'm supposed to be doing. What you are going through should never deter you from what you are supposed to be doing. And oftentimes I have to make a commitment that if I keep doing what I should be doing, I'll eventually find out why I had to go through what I had to go through. Isn't that the thing for all of us, that there are times we want to stop and we want to ask God, why? Why did I go through this? Why did this relationship work? Why did that person leave me? Why did this person die? Why did this happen to me? Why did they do this to me? And sometimes we can, if you're not careful, you can spend your whole life chasing the reasons or chasing the whys of all the bad things have happened into your life. And that's not the kind of life that God has called us to lead. There's a way that we have to trust him. And this is why the scripture tells us that God is a God of justice. That means God has our back, that we are not alone in this fight, that he is fighting for us. And even though sometimes our life gets to a place where it doesn't make sense, we have to trust him enough to believe that everything is going to work together for our good. And that's why the verse ends with, blessed are all who wait on the Lord. I need you to understand, you got to keep going. That sometimes you want to stop out of frustration. You want to stop out of anger. You want to stop because you're unfulfilled. There are times in my life where I have to keep pushing myself, because if I'll be honest, there are many times where I just want to stop and I don't want to move again until I get a reason. And I want you to understand that's not God's plan for you. Here's something I want to leave with you. If I stop what I'm supposed to be doing to find out why I'm going through what I'm going through, I will forfeit where I'm supposed to be. If I just abruptly stop what I'm doing to chase why a bad thing happened to me or an unpleasant thing happened to me, I just maybe forfeit the where that God has called me to be. You can't chase yesterday while walking towards your tomorrow. You can't walk backwards and forwards at the same time. You got to make a decision on what direction you're going to live your life in. And I'm praying and I'm believing that you will live your life forward focused. So I want you to make this declaration with me. I won't leave. I know some of you, everything in you is telling you to leave, but I want you to make the commitment. I want you to trust God. Blessed are all who wait on God. I want to talk to somebody today who's frustrated, who's at their wits' end. I want to talk to somebody who you feel like you need to stop what you're doing because it isn't working and you're not seeing the fruit that you want to see. And I need you to understand that there are times in our lives, there are seasons in our lives where we have to walk and stay and wait in things that don't make sense, because everything that doesn't make sense in the natural may have a meaning in the spirit. And this is the essence. This is the definition of trusting God. And so I want you to say with me, I won't stop. I want you to put it in the comments if you're watching this video. Type it out. Sometimes it's not real till you write it down, until you type it out. Come on, say, I won't stop. I won't leave. I won't leave my marriage. I won't leave my church. I won't leave my family. I won't leave my life. I won't leave my career. I won't leave my calling. I won't leave my purpose. I won't leave. Instead, I'll wait to find out why God used what he used to get me where he planned for me to be. That's the journey. I trust God enough to wait to find out why he allowed what he allowed in my life to get me where I'm supposed to be in my life. Everybody that's listening and watching this video, there's a where that God has called you to be in. And my goal for my life and for your life, bro, sis, I want you to get to your where. There's a where that God has all of us. There's a destination. There's a place. There's an existence. There's a land. There's a life that God has planned for us. And I don't want you to leave this earth before you accomplish and arrive to everything that God has called you to do. That's our Devo for today. Listen, I want you to still yourself. I want you to turn on some worship music. Go to YouTube, find some songs of some dope artists out there. Worship music, it's not hard to find. I want you to spend some time in God's presence, and I want you to open up a channel of communication where you talk to God. Put a voice remote in your phone, open up a note, write a text message, but don't send it to nobody. Send a text to God. I tell you this every daily Devo. Open up a channel of communication. Go in your car, go in your kitchen, in the bath, wherever you can get still with God. I want you to go to that place, open up a channel of communication, and I want you to talk to God. And I want you to ask God, God, teach me how to stay. Teach me how to wait. God, I'm making a commitment to you today that I won't leave. I love y'all. And this is Daily Devo. I want you to like, and I want you to subscribe, and I want you to share this with a friend. If I said anything today that blessed you, that encouraged you, I want to start this dialogue. I want you to put it in the comments on whatever platform you're watching this on. I want you to put in the comments, let me know how this is blessing you. And if this is blessing you, would you share this with a friend or a coworker or a family member? I want to spread this Daily Devo journey. I want as many of us as possible to get on this Daily Devo journey together. And I want to invite you to join me tomorrow for Daily Devo. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all next time.